What do you get when you mix a graduate of Le Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts with the owner of one of the most successful restaurants in the western suburbs? You get Arthouse Aurora, one of the newest restaurants here in downtown Aurora. Come with me and learn more in this episode of Aurora Eats. Let's go. So Chad, you're one of the owners of Arthouse, such an exciting addition to the culinary scene in downtown Aurora. And it has such a unique vibe. I know when a lot of people ask me, where should I go to eat in Aurora? Where should I go specifically to eat in downtown? We have a lot of different options, and it really depends on what people are looking for. And if people are looking for that unique vibe, I like to recommend Arthouse. And how I always kind of explain what Arthouse is that casual, upscale, but affordable. So if you're looking for a burger, but you're also looking for some great seafood options, Arthouse is a way to go. How do you kind of explain what the vibe of Arthouse is?
That was pretty much perfect. That's what we were going for from the beginning.
Put me on the payroll.
We had multiple concept ideas we were going for, and then we landed on burgers. Chef Garrett came up with a great burger menu, and we just dove right into that. We have experience with other burger places and such, so felt Aurora could use something like that. It could use an affordable place to like burgers, some oysters. We have an option of steak frites on the menu. Just kind of keep it all over the place, but also affordable at all times.
The vibe here at Arthouse, just walking in, you can see the art behind us. Whose mastermind was that bringing in this art vibe? Because you can see the art down the hall to get to the restrooms. You can see the art on the wall. It's one of the first things you notice when you walk in. Right.
Like I said, when we first started, food-wise, we had a bunch of different concepts we were gonna do, but we always wanted to base it around the arts. Mm-hmm. A lot of it has to do with Paramount. Mm-hmm. A lot of it has to do with Tim at Paramount. We worked hand in hand with him to get this place open, pitched him some ideas, and he loved this idea. We love this idea. I have a background in film production and such, so I lived in Florida for a while, 10 years in film production, commercials, all that stuff. So I've always kind of been in the arts, and I don't know, it's just kind of my little dream place, pretty much.
I would love to get into the kitchen. Can we go talk to Chef Garrett?
Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Let's go do that. Okay, so Chef Garrett, there's so much going on here in the kitchen. I can't wait to get started. What are we gonna make?
We're gonna make a couple burgers for you guys. Our most popular burger, which is our pub burger, that is a staple of Arthouse. It's kind of our rendition of an Oklahoma onion burger. Very popular back in the day, kind of a retro style burger. And then we're gonna do our namesake is our Arthouse burger with house cured pork belly, fried egg on it as well.
Let's get started.
Perfect.
You have a lot of ingredients set up. You have one of the most beautiful kitchens, and I know our video crew is happy because this is one of the larger kitchens that we've dealt with. So how do we get started? I'm gonna stay out of your way because you don't want me cooking.
So first things first, we're gonna get our meat on the grill. So we have our nice fresh burgers here. This is our house spice blend that we took from the Texas style of barbecue, which was the garlic, salt, and pepper. And then we kind of worked it a couple different variations and got it to a way where it fit the spice profiles that we wanted. But it's really that rendition of how the guys in Texas are smoking their barbecue and what they're seasoning their meats with is our idea of how to season our burgers.
Love it. You also, you're not just somebody that loves to be in the kitchen, you're professionally trained at one of the best culinary schools around, right?
Correct. I was professionally trained at Le Cordon Bleu in Chicago years and years and years ago now. But yeah, back in 2008 and 2009, I took my passion and made it a profession.
I love it.
So this is the one, the Arthouse burger. That is probably our favorite, and it's obviously our namesake. But this is the one we're most proud of. This is the one that both me and Chad really enjoy to eat. But it's just a very simplistic, but done right, very good burger.
Beautiful. Okay, so now we're moving on. Our executive secretary on our team, one of her favorite menu items is your Bang Bang Shrimp. But I think it's probably one of your top appetizers on your menu, right? Or your starters?
It is our number one selling appetizer, and behind the pub burger, it is our number 2 selling overall item on our menu currently right now.
I'm surprised she has not made her way in the door just by sensing that we're talking about it, because she loves it. So what's the process behind preparing your Bang Bang Shrimp?
So our Bang Bang Shrimp is a tempura style fried shrimp that we lightly coat in flour and then into our tempura batter. And then we're going to flash fry until it's golden brown. And then we're going to toss it in our Bang Bang sauce.
This might be a silly question. What is the difference between tempura and just like regularly coating something?
A tempura is just lighter, a little more flakier, just so it's not as dense and heavy as a beer battered fish or something like that.
Okay.
So we want it to be light but still crispy and airy and crunchy. And then here we have our house fried rice papers, just as a vessel to hold the shrimp, but then also at the end you can use that and soak up the juices like you would with bread in an Italian restaurant or anything like that. So it's just a fun little unique way to plate this dish.
So what kind of sauce are we using?
So this is our cabbage slaw and then a sriracha aioli. Not too much of a heat for anybody that hears sriracha and thinks, oh, it might be a little spicy. It's just a little bit of spice on the back and just a little bit of creaminess to then combat the sweetness of the Kung Pao sauce that we're going to use on the Bang Bang Shrimp.
I love it. All right, so Chef Garrett, we've got a couple burgers, we've got our Bang Bang Shrimp. I know you've got a couple other things up your sleeve. I can't wait to try a couple of these things. I'm gonna go get set up in the restaurant, and I know you have a couple more surprises for me, so I'll see you out there, okay?
Perfect, sounds good.
Thank you. So we're back with Chad now. One of my favorite parts, aside from learning about our restaurants in the city of Aurora, is actually being able to enjoy the food. And we have so many things that Chef Garrett provided for us here at the table. We've got our burgers, our casual style, but we have so many other things. Can we talk about what do we have on our table here?
We've got a lot on our table right here. So we have the Popper Burger, which is one of our it's one of our specialty burgers, but it's also one of our most popular burgers. We have the kind of the namesake, the Arthouse Burger. We have a regular pub burger.
It's my favorite.
It's simple but unbelievably good.
So it's just so like the go-to, quick and easy, like a great starting point, I feel like.
100%. And we use the Martin's potato roll instead of a brioche bun, so it's extra soft.
Yeah.
And then we have the Steakhouse Burger, which is a dry aged meat. And then we have the Bison Burger as well.
Okay.
And moving on to more of an appetizers, we've got the shrimp. And the bowl, people are always questioning if they can eat the shell. 100%, and it's delicious. We have the tuna poke over there. And then we have the cold water oysters.
I think it's important for people to realize too that there's not many restaurants that you can go to when you have picky eaters in the family that want something casual like a burger, which by the way, feel free to dig in as we eat. That's kind of like the point of this.
Yep.
I was even while we were cooking, check this out, by the way. We have this burger that just has the cheeses and the egg and I love it. So that you can do something casual like a burger if you have the picky eaters or somebody that just wants something simple and casual,
Right.
or if you want to go upscale, so you have that kind of difference with the different eaters in your family. There's not a lot of places that you can do that where you can get those different menu items.
Yeah, we wanted to I wouldn't say a one-stop shop for everything you want, but it's still a great place. Like you can pretty much hit find something for everybody. Like, whether it's before a show, after a show, an off-show night, I think we tried to be pretty approachable about things.
Your proximity to the Paramount Theater kind of adds into that vibe when it comes to art, Arthouse. A lot of people, when they're going to catch a show, whether it's at Paramount Theater or right across the street from Copley Theater or right down the street from the new Stope Island Theater, people who enjoy the arts, this is a great place to go.
We really wanted to play into that. So we figured, people going to the shows, they like a show. So we wanted to give people something to look at, whether it's on the table or on the walls.
Yeah. If you're not doing a burger, what are you going for? The Bang Bang Shrimp, the Pokey Tuna?
These are 3 of my favorites, so I'm going for all 3.
You're just, you're like in heaven
I'm all
right
in,
now.
yep.
This Papa Burger here,
Yep.
like this looks like a mammoth. Like it looks like it without even a side, which I know that you could do the fries, which Chef Garrett told us that's a 2-day process that goes through.
Yep.
As far as like hand cutting the fries and making sure that it's done, you're just not grabbing it out of a freezer and preparing them that way. This could be a meal on its own without even that.
Oh, 100%. That thing's huge. He came up with that. I believe it was because kind of a mimic like a jalapeno popper, like the stuffing you would do in a jalapeno. He did it on a burger instead.
I'm gonna grab some of this. One thing that I noticed, one of the sides that you guys have, one of my favorites are your onion rings. There's like a spice with that one.
There is. You'd have to talk to Garrett about that. I don't know his secret to that, but they are delicious.
Onion rings are one of my favorite things, but there's something really kind of interesting and unique with your onion rings that I can't quite put my finger on.
Right.
It's delicious. And then I know Matt on our team, our video services manager, he raves about your macaroni and cheese.
That's another thing. Ever since I've known Garrett, his mac and cheese, Thanksgivings, Christmases, he brings a huge platter of his mac and cheese for everybody, and it's great. The only thing I've gotten from it, as far as his secret, is he uses a roasted garlic in it, from what I know, and then you get a little bit of. It's just a thicker macaroni and cheese. It's not soupy or anything. It just I don't know his secret to that, but he's done it for a long time, and it is very good.
Now, we talked a lot about the food, but as you can see right behind us, a full bar, you can grab yourself a beer. What is this here?
That's from Blind Corner. There's a new brewery out in Naperville.
Okay. And this is called Bruder Hazy IPA. Do you mind if I try it?
Not at all, please.
Big beer person. Oh, that's really, really good.
Yeah. They're doing, I think, maybe a month, 2 months old, and they're doing great things over there.
What are some of the other drinks that we have on our table that Arthouse is really known for that you want to highlight?
So this one's called the Paradise. It's a tequila-based cocktail with a serrano and cilantro syrup. It's we carried it over actually from our other location because it was such a hit over there, and it's carried over very well. People love it.
Okay.
This is a riff on a whiskey sour.
Okay.
We call it, it's the Paramount Sour here. We use a cinnamon syrup instead of just a regular syrup.
Can I taste it?
Absolutely.
Did you say that there's egg white in this?
There is egg white in that, and it's topped with a Cabernet as well.
It was just recently that I had a drink with an egg white in it before, and I thought that it was going to be gross. Ended up to be one of the best things I've ever had.
Yeah, you really don't taste the egg white. It's more of a look thing than anything.
This looked like it was going to be a lot sweeter than it was.
Yeah.
It does have a sweetness to it, but it's actually really, really good.
Awesome, cool. And then that is the Twilight Tiki over there by you. That is a rum-based cocktail.
I actually requested this myself. I love that this is, like, I'm allowed to do this because I'm actually working, so. If you're here on your own and not working, what are you, like if you're here with a date or a family member, what are you drinking when you're eating?
I would probably do the Paradise, or we also have a Sazerac, another classic cocktail on the menu, that I'd probably go that route. Okay.
And what do we have, like what is this right here? There's like a really cool design on the top of it.
That is a Clover Club, and we just do a little design with bitters on in the foam.
I love that I'm trying all of these, so our video team can't, I mean, unless they want my germs, but they can't drink it. They're all mine. All right, well, we loved learning more about Arthouse. One of the cool things too is that you guys are open for lunch and dinner.
We are.
7 days a week?
7 days a week. Yep.
Okay. And restaurant menus and dinner menus?
Right now, we have the same menu throughout the day. So if you see something at night that you wanted during the day, that's one of the things we ran into before where we try to do a lunch menu and then people come in like, well, we want this. And so we're kind of keeping it the same right now. Obviously, we're going to feel it out as time goes on, but yeah, right now it's the same menu throughout the day.
I think it's kind of unique too that as you guys opened just recently over the last couple months, you're kind of trying things out, new things evolve, and you might see something on the menu now. You might see something in a couple months from now, and you never know.
Yeah, Garrett's already has some changes coming. Cocktails as well. We have probably a new cocktail list in the next few weeks, but yeah, he's got some specials and some menu changes coming up.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you having us here and learning more about
I appreciate you coming.
Aurora. Come and visit them.
Thank you very much.